Hi, I'm Stephanie here with Foyr Neo. Today I'm going to show you how to create a custom built-in desk area for a home office using the new product tool. Today's design is going to have a monochromatic color scheme with a sophisticated traditional look. Let's get started. We're going to start in our 3D mode. You'll see our office space here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. This wall is the wall I want to create our built-in desk area. And as you can see, I have these red lines on my wall. These are going to be measurement lines, so that way our desk and built-ins can be centered in the wall. And just to give you an example of how to do that, you're gonna click on this guidelines tool up in the left-hand corner here. And for example, I want my desktop to be 6 feet long, centered in the middle of the wall. So that's from this line to this line. You can see that that is 6 feet. So the way that we're going to create our desk is by clicking on this Create New Product tool in the top center of your screen. And then you're going to click the button that says Create Yourself. And you'll see a list of tools on the left-hand side. In order to create our desktop, I'm going to use the rectangle tool. So go ahead and click on rectangle, and I'm going to come down to our measurement lines here. And I'm going to bring my desk all the way over to the next line. And I want the thickness of my desk to be about 4 inches. So now we have the top of our desk. But as you can see, it's flat. There is absolutely no dimension. And the way that we're going to make it bump out is by clicking this push and pull button here. So click on that, click on your rectangle, and you're gonna bump it out to your desired measurement. I want my desktop to be about 16 inches from the wall. So now you can see we're starting to get the shape of the top of the desk. So along with my desk, I want built-in bookshelves on either side. So again, we're going to use the rectangle tool. I'm going to click on this wall kind of in the corner, click and drag, and I'm going to line it up with my red measurement line. And the same on this side. Click and drag to my measurement line. So now that I have these 2 white rectangles, again, we have completely flat, there's no dimension, and we need those to be bumped out just like our desktop. So again, you're going to use the push and pull button. You're gonna click on your rectangles and bring those out to your desired measurement. I'm gonna just line mine up with my desktop here, same on the other side. So now we have these solid rectangles, and we don't want them to be solid. We want them to be hollow so that we can put shelves or a cabinet in them. So in order to make them hollow, you're going to use the offset button here. It's 2 curved lines with a little dot in the center of the top line. So go ahead and click your offset button. You're going to click on your rectangles, and you're going to have this other black rectangle inside. So I want my measurement to be 2 inches. Same with this side. Click, drag, and then put in your desired measurement. And so now you have a rectangle inside of a rectangle. So we are going to push that rectangle in using our push-pull button. So click on the rectangle and push it back. And you're gonna do the same on this side. Click and drag back. So now we have our hollow built-in bookshelves, okay? So I would like this to have a cabinet on the bottom portion and then open shelving on the top. We are going to use our rectangle tool again. So click on rectangle. I'm going to click in the corner here, drag, and I want it to be about the same height as my desk. And we're going to go on this side and do the same thing. Click, drag, about the same height as my desk. And in order to bump it out again, we're going to use the push-pull button. And we're going to click and drag out to your desired measurement. I'm just going to line it up with the opening of my bookcase. So now we have these 2 solid cabinets on the bottom portion of our bookshelf. Now, it doesn't look like a door, it's just a solid square. So in order to make it more realistic and to make it look like a door, we're going to use the offset button again. So I'm going to click on the square, drag my black line square out. And again, I want it about 2 inches. Same with this side, drag out about 2 inches. And now we have a square inside of a square. Again, to make it a little more realistic, I'm going to have the center square here be pushed in a little bit, just slightly. I'm going to do about 1.5 inches. The other side, the same thing, about 1.5 inches. So now you have these cabinet doors on your bookshelves. So on the top portion, we're going to do the open shelves. In order to get my shelves the correct measurement, I'm going to use the ruler tool here on the bottom. So I'm going to click on the top line and drag down to whatever measurement you want, how separated you want your shelves to be. So I'm just going to do about 2.5 feet from the top, and then you can go from the line you just made, click, and then go down about 2.5 feet again. So now you have the distance that your shelves will be apart. So you can see here how the dotted line stops at this bookshelf. So to kind of alleviate that, I'm just going to push this back slightly, and now you'll be able to see that dotted line go all the way across to your other bookshelf. So now to make the actual shelves, you're going to use the rectangle tool. Click on the dotted line you just made, drag out to the other side of your bookshelf, and I want the thickness of my shelf to be about 1 inch. And I'm going to repeat that down here and also on my other bookshelf. So now we have our built-in bookshelves. We have our shelves on the top and our cabinets on the bottom. So now that I've created our built-ins, we're going to go ahead and click Done. And now you can see it in our room. So for the desk, I want to do a kind of brown colored marble tile top. So we're going to click that and apply it to our desk. For the bookshelves, I'm going to do a walnut wood finish. So if you click on texture and then search, I'm just going to search walnut and click our first option here. And then you can now apply this to your built-ins. And now we have the textures and colors applied to our built-in desk area. And last thing I'm going to do for this is add in some handle pulls to our cabinets. So if you click on the catalog button in the top left corner, and I'm just going to type in cabinet pulls, and you're going to have a ton of different options pop up. So let's just go with this first gold option. Now I kind of like the way how it's horizontal like that. You can also make it vertical by clicking it, clicking this rotate button, and then you can make it go up and down. So we're going to apply that also to our other side. Now that we have our custom desk built, we're going to customize this to really bring this office to life. So now that we have the office space more personalized, I'm going to go ahead and add some lighting into our shelf area. Now let's see how this office is going to transform into our renders. The first thing I'm going to do is field of view. I'm going to bring this down to make the view of our office more realistic. Next, I'm going to go to lighting. I like the natural daylight option. Product lighting, I'm going to turn on to high. And for our environment, I'm going to do path in the forest. This shows you what's going to be outside of your window. The last thing you're going to do is adjust your sunlight. I would like a little bit of sun rays to be coming through my window like so. We have our HD, 2K, 4K, and 12K rendering options. Let's render this and see the results next. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. To see more videos like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description for a free 14-day trial with Foyr. Thanks for watching. Happy designing.